Hello everyone, Vizos32 back with another deck review. This is a big one. It may take a little while, a little longer than usual. I apologize if it does. But as you can see, there's like 5 times as many decks as usual. So, yeah. This is the Seven Seas Masters Collection and the Bicycle Sea Creatures deck. Let's get into it. This is from the recent project, my Brain Vessel Creative. Yeah, these 4 decks, this was a stretch goal. We'll get to that in just a bit. As you can see, the 4 decks on the front of the tuck case, they have artwork. You see a pirate ship, and then they have a little paddle boat that they're going after this big whale. And then there's another boat over here. I guess there's multiple pirates trying to get to it. Then we get to the cards. To the decks here. Each one is a little bit different. You get the Masters deck West and East. One is blue, one is red. Pirates and the Sea Creatures on one side. The other side, same thing. And you see the artwork kind of wraps right around to the sides and to the top. The bottom, it has more products from Brain Vessel at bvcargo.com. It's got their logo and it says made by USBC. And the backs, you will see the back design. The red and the blue, skull and crossbones. There's all sorts of details in the border, including there's actually a ship, a pirate ship here on the side. There's pistols, anchor. That looks like a sun in the center. All sorts of things. Sea cells, it looks like, in the corners. It's pretty cool. The Pirates deck has skulls with some kind of machetes or swords or something. There's also some nice little pistols on there. Revolvers, whatever you want to call them. I guess they're pistols. Little shotguns, whatever. That's pretty cool. It's got a grayish color. And then the Sea Creatures deck has a massive giant octopus and kind of a, I don't know, copper or gold color. The seal is just their logo, the brain vessel. You get it? It's a vessel and it's a brain. It's pretty weird. And they're all the same. Well, let's look at this other one very quickly. This is a colored version of the Sea Creatures deck, right here. It's Bicycle branded. It says Bicycle on top. And then you see this big whale on there, coming out of the water. And there's some tentacles and seaweed along the sides, I guess. There is some embossing, you can sort of tell, sort of see that, but there's some embossing on the writing and whatnot. On the one side it says Sea Creatures, and you see on the top there's like a bit of a globe, world globe picture. The other side, again, same thing. Top, more of that globe. The bottom, Bicycle trademark stuff and made by USPC. The back, you see the back design, which is very nice. It's the same as the other one, but in color. And you can see the embossed details somewhat. Very cool though. And the same seal. I should mention one other thing. These tuck cases, it may not be very clear, but they have like a pearlescent type texture or paint to the cards. It's a glimmering type or a shimmering type paint. It might be hard to notice, but it's there. It's pretty cool. It's like almost like a metallic ink, really. Alright, so let's get to the cards. Let's start off with the red and blue. On the flaps of these, they all say produced by Brain Vessel, illustrated by Jason Krieger, and there's the logo. The inside of these decks has this nice copper color, and that's exactly what it is. It looks like a copper pipe. Trust me, I know. Inside these 2 decks, you get these 2 cards. that have the same image from the front of the tuck case, or those ships. It's a bit of a waste to me because I mean they could have used these to make gaff cards or whatever, double backers, something, as opposed to just what's on the front of the box. But it is nice, I guess, for display purposes. Here you see the back, very nice. And then we get to the cards, and there's a lot to go over in this deck. The Jokers. First of all, you get this guy, some kind of a mermaid. It says Fiji mermaid on the bottom. Half mermaid, half zombie. And Joker in the corners. The other one is a different creature. It says Jenny Hanover. And pretty weird looking. The aces. The ace of spades. And this deck, these two decks, the red and the blue, are, from what I can tell, pretty much the same as the original Bicycle 7 Seas deck that they put out in the original project. And then they had another one, the Captain's deck, which was similar, I believe. The Ace of Spades. So it's looking at the bottom of the ocean, there's some skull and bones, there's treasure chest, fish, plant life, and also there's a border with tentacles and whatnot, and skulls. And it says Davy Jones Locker, whoever he is. And you'll see the aces, they don't have a pip in the center, it has just two little suit indicators. The ace of hearts is a star, and it says the North Star, to be exact. I guess it's used for navigation purposes. Ace of clubs has some pirates on there. It says mutiny. There's going to be a mutiny going on for that one. And the ace of diamonds, it's Fiddler's Green, and you see some pirate and a chick. The court cards have the same border pattern. The spades feature sea creatures. There's a kraken. Here we got a lamia. And here we got Charybdis. It looks like a vortex or something. So that's that. You see they have the same border as the aces as well. The hearts seem to have pirates, or just, I don't know, they're people. You got Sir Francis Drake. Maybe they're just known figures, I guess. Here we got Annie Dieu Levitt. Anne Dieu, I should say. Anne. And Francois L'Aulnay. So they could just be like British and English sailors, whatever. I'm not entirely sure. The clubs have, again, creatures again. Animals. You got sperm whale. Lorelei, who is apparently some kind of a mermaid. And Scylla. It looks like an octopus. And then the diamonds, again, more pirates. People, we got Bartholomew Roberts, I think that is. Yeah, sorry. I have a little difficulty reading it. And Bonnie. And Blackbeard. The number cards, they all have images as well. And they tell you what they are as well. The spades have sunken boats like the Flying Dutchman. And the albatross, whatever. Bird at sea. And again, this is like the original deck pretty much. The hearts have just various boats and ships. There's a dinghy. There's the frigate, the galleon, etc., etc. The clubs have sea creatures. So here's a bull shark, hammerhead, devilfish, moray eel, dolphins, etc., etc. And the diamonds have Pirates. Stede Bonnet. Sir Henry Morgan. Must be Captain Morgan. It reminds you of the names. Mary Read. Ching Si, etc., etc. So you get the idea. The other deck is the same. Thank goodness, because there's a lot of decks to cover here. Except that it is blue. Bear with me one more second here as I put things back together. Oh, I'll put these away. And you'll see the number cards, they all just have the 2 pips as well. And leave it at the back. Here's the blue one. Right there. Pretty nice color. We'll look at it a little bit better in a bit. Then we get to the Pirates deck. And the Pirates deck and the Sea Creatures deck, you have the other 2 cards, obviously, that match the front of the boxes, the Pirates and the Sea Creatures. Here you see the bat design in that grayish color. Pretty cool. It's definitely nicer than the usual skull decks that you see from all the other companies. But Jokers, first of all, this one you got a pirate that's Benjamin Hornigold. And there's a black star in the corner, kind of like a compass. And also you'll notice these cards do not have white faces. They're kind of smoky. And this one is Charles Vane. And this one has a red star in the corner. Bottom corner as well. The Ace of Spades, very nice big spade tip. It has some skulls in there. Guns for the, or pistols for the stem. And he's even got a little dagger in his mouth. The court cards, they all feature pirates. So you got Ching Si. As you can see, they're basically the same ones from the other deck. Henry Avery. Pirate King. Charity and Rackham. William Kidd. Mary Read. Sir Henry Morgan. Stede Bonnet, and I think the artwork is the same as well. Just these borders are different that you see on here. They're different than the other deck. Here we got Barbarossa Redbeard. Blackheart. Jacquot Delahaye, I believe it is. Here we got Calico Jack. I think the number cards a little more standard. They got these nice indexes. These ones actually have pips and no artwork, so it's much nicer in my opinion. And that is that for that one. Then we'll look at the Sea Creatures and we'll compare one to the other. Put this aside. I got cards all over the place here. Same 2 cards, of course. This one, the Joker, is 2 cards that go together, and maybe I have this upside down. I don't know, but it is a massive whale and a giant squid or octopus. There's those stars in the corners again, and additional stars in the other 2 corners. One in red, one in black. Pretty cool. Here's the back design. Like I said, it's a bit of a gold color. Or a bronze color. Something or other. The Ace of Spades, kind of similar to the other deck. Big spade tip. Only there's a big squid or octopus in there. There's fish in the background as well. Very cool. The court cards, of course, feature Sea Creatures. Here we got the bull shark, sea turtle, And again, a different border. You kind of see like a bit of a net, and I guess the reef and whatnot. Here you got Devilfish, Blue Whale, which is not even blue. But then again, this deck has no color. Hammerhead, Lionfish. Some of these are kind of scary looking. Dolphins, Great White, Portuguese Man-O-War, Moray Eel, Seahorse. There's that giant squid. And then the number cards, basically the same as the other deck. Maybe the color is a little bit different on the faces. And that's that. Of course, the bicycle deck is a little bit different. It's bicycle branded. It's got the embossed top case. It's got color, and it's got blue on the inside for this one. You see the embossing right there. That's pretty cool. This one also a little bit different on the inside. It's got an ad card, Brain Vessel, bdcargo.com for products in store, bdbranding.com for creative services. And you see that Brain Vessel. Here's the back design, really nice in color, orange and blue colors. I think those are perfect. You also get a double backer. You get the same Joker, of course, except in color. And same Ace of Spades. Same court cards, I think. Actually, this one's different. I think there might be some that are different. You got the Seahorse, Portuguese Man-O-War, Sea Turtle, Blue Whale, it's actually blue, Lionfish, the Dolphins, Hammerhead, the Squid, Giant Squid, Great White, Bull Shark, Devilfish, Moray Eel, and that's that. The number cards, same idea, except you see that it's got this kind of a cracked look to it. Almost looks like it's frozen water. Cracks on it. Or, like you are, the sun is shining on the water and you see all the little reflections. So that's pretty cool. I like this one. It's pretty nice. With the color and everything. Anyways. So the decks have bicycle stock, Ercus and Finis, they handle good, they look good. As far as the backs are concerned, I don't even know if I should be doing this individually, but I mean, I do like them all. I like the colors. They're actually all different, color-wise and everything. They all stand out on their own. So I will say 4 3/4 out of 5 for the backs. Really nice. The faces, it kind of varies a little bit. Oh, that's a double backer. I do like the faces on this deck and the Pirates deck and the other Sea Creatures deck with kind of a standard number card and court cards. And I like that they have, you know, a double backer and just an ad card in here instead of 2 picture cards. Some people like them. I guess some people don't. So for these ones, I will say 4 3/4 out of 5. And you see they all got a bit of a different color scheme to the faces as well. You can probably tell. The color kind of matches the back. A bit of grayish and a bit kind of a gold. The other ones, because it's basically the same face as the previous deck, and kind of non-standard on the aces, non-standard on the number of cards, with artwork all over, and court cards are nice, but it just seems like it's a lot of, it's basically the same stuff as in the previous deck, and then it's just art on all the number of cards and everything. It just seems unnecessary. The aces could have been a little more standard. So I'm going to say just 4.25 out of 5 for these decks. Handling wise, I got too many decks to handle. Like I said, Bicycle Stock, Iroquois Infinis. There's so many decks, I haven't had too much of a chance to play with them all, but they handle pretty good and it looks pretty nice in the fan and whatnot. So I will say 4.5, 4.75 out of 5 so far. If you like, a good USB-C deck, you'll like them, handling wise. Overall, again for the Pirates and the Sea Creatures, I will say 4.75 out of 5. And for the other ones, I'll just say 4.5 out of 5. They're all really nice decks. I like the entire set. I just think that they could have done a little bit more of the faces on those two Master Collection, whatever they call them, Masters decks. But that's it. I'm pretty sure you can get these on their website. Don't forget to check out collectiblepointcards.com. Use the code VJose32 to get 10% off your order. I'm sorry the video is so long, but it's only one video. That is that. I'll see you next time. Comment, rate, subscribe, let me know what you think. See ya.